Hello students, this is Dr. Manjunath working as an assistant professor in sociology in SMGFGC Kabahalli, which is located in the Chamarajanagar district. And in this video I am going to discuss about the role of urbanization traced by Daniel Lerner. This video will be useful to the third semester BA Sociology course of University of Mysore, and it is also useful to other university students who have the same syllabus, and this is with reference to chapter 4, changing Indian social structure, and I already mentioned that session's topic is about the role of urbanization traced by Daniel Lerner. So you can see that in the previous session we had discussed about the role of mass media and the literacy on the modernization traced by Daniel Lerner in modernization. So Daniel Lerner, he is the person who had invented the term modernization, so that is very important in this aspect. So here you can see that this learning objective is about the students will definitely become familiarized with the role of urbanization in the process of modernization, and so how the urbanization impacts on the process of modernization. So this is the session's outcome. After at the end of this session, students will be definitely able to understand how the urbanization is affecting on the modernization, how it has affected not only in India but also throughout the world. In this session you are going to learn about these aspects. ಸೊ ಇಂದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಈ ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹೇಗೆ ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಯಾರು ವಿವರಿಸಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡೇನಿಯಲ್ ಲರ್ನರ್. ಸೊ ಡೇನಿಯಲ್ ಲರ್ನರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡರ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹೊಸದಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಾಕುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಾಕುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So here you can see that your in the introduction I have given that modernization, it's a conceptual framework where we can see that there is a nature of developed societies. So always modernization is associated with the modernization is always associated with societies which are developed more, and their ability to transform a world perceived as both materially and culturally deficient. So this you can see that the term modernization is always associated with developed societies, not underdeveloped or not developing countries. So here there are some theorists who give a distinction between traditional societies and modern societies. So there is a clear difference between modern societies or traditional society and traditional societies. So modernization is a process. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮಾಡರ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. This leads to the process of industrialization as well as urbanization. Industrialization is a term which says about the more number of industries are coming up or industrial areas are coming up, or the society in that society more population is working in the urban sector, particularly in the industries, compared to rural sectors where the people will be working in the agricultural sector. So because of modernization, people will be living in the urban societies and also working in the industries, and vice versa. You can see that because of urbanization people become more modern, so they adopt more modern lifestyles, modern day to day activities they will be doing, so and also they will be having modern ideas also. So this is a very important aspects, you can see that. And these people, modernization, theorists, they granted that economic development from traditional to modern proceeded along a single, straight ambiguous line, but it is not like that. Modernization advocates, expected this contact with vital modern societies would accelerate progress in traditional societies. So when these societies, traditional societies, they came into contact with these traditional societies, modern societies. When modern and traditional societies got mingled, they definitely the changes took place where in the traditional societies. So there are many social scientists who believe that the process of modernization, is it's about the changes that combine, to convert an agricultural underdeveloped society with a weak state into an industrial society with a relatively, efficient society or active government, they can say that. So hence, you can see that the modernization process embraces, changes that leads up to the industrialization and urbanization, which I already mentioned that. So there are some scientists and social scientists, particularly Wilbert Moore, who talks about modernization is a total transformation of a traditional, society, particularly about their technology will be more developed, and social organization that characterizes, more advanced and economically developed this prosperous societies also, you can see that. So this particularly these modern scientists, they only concentrate on the particularly western societies. So this Daniel Lerner, what he says about modernization, that is also very important in this aspect. So he says that Daniel Lerner talks about, modernization is the process of social change in which, development is the economic component, which development is about more about economic aspect he talks about. He writes a book about the passing of traditional society. So in that book he talks about modernization. So that is the major book actually. He writes the passing of traditional society in 1958. So in that book he talks about modernization, and the credit goes to him only of more popularizing and coining the term modernization. So in this book actually, in this work, he concentrate on the uh, Middle Eastern societies where these were earlier traditional societies. Because of contact, having a contact with the Western world, there were certain changes in the social and economic settings which were happening with the Middle East countries. ಡೇನಿಯಲ್ ಲರ್ನರ್ ಅವರು ದ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು 1958ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರೈಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಿಡಲ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಧ್ಯ ಏಷ್ಯಾ ಒಂದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು ಏನಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಒಂದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು ಏನಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ಸಮಾಜಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ಉಂಟಾದಂತಹ ಸಂಬಂಧದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಉಂಟಾಗುವಂತಹ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. And also Daniel Lerner, he talks about modernization. It's a global process, occurring in a similar manner that world over, everywhere it is happening, and it's a role of development, particularly like mass media and urbanization and increase in literacy are responsible for the emergence of, new economic order, particularly of this one. Which one? modernization. So he mentions the role of urbanization in modernization of the society. This is very important, along with other factors also, like mass media and literacy and other things also. So according to this Daniel Lerner, modernity is a result of not merely institutional changes in society but also due to changes in the personality of the people. So, here he doesn't talk only about the societal aspects, he talks also about the personal aspects. So, this is very important, and he had illustrated this with the account of the grocer and the chef in the village, so particularly in the Turkey country. So he talks all these things, and modernization is about development of mobile personality, which is characterized by rationality and empathy. So this is a very important aspect, particularly with reference to how Daniel Lerner has come up with the concept of modernization. So let us go to the urbanization factor. So here you can see that urbanization ಅಥವಾ ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ urbanization is primarily related to city. Okay, so becoming a city who is developing, it's called urbanization. Or people who are living in the villages started migrating towards a city or urban or town, then we can call it as an urbanization. So it's a process, it's a long term process, it's not happening in one day. Total migration, shifting from one agricultural or traditional society to urban areas or cities or towns, we can see that. And also when the population is decreasing in the rural areas and when the population is increasing in the cities, it is called as an urbanization. Here what happens, more population tries to live in small place, so density of population increases. Particularly why they come, why? Mainly because of searching for jobs or to get a higher education or good facilities, good medical facilities or entertainment and good in order to improve their lifestyle. So the people come from traditional rural families or rural societies to urban societies. So this is happening in everywhere. Even in India, around 30% of the people who are living in urban areas or cities. So urbanization plays an important role in particularly modernizing the people or modernizing the personality or modernizing the society itself. So urbanization is very relevant to range of disciplines, including urban planning, geography, sociology, architecture and many other subjects. Sociology is very important. So the phenomena of urbanization has been linked to modernization, industrialization and also about the rationalization. So when people are living in cities, so they tend to become more modern compared to other things. ಸೊ ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಗರಗಳು ಬೆಳೆಯುವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪದವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಜನರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಜನರು ನಗರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ನಾವು ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಗರಗಳ ಒಂದು ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚುತ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಗರಗಳ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಜನರು ಆಧುನಿಕತೆಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಧುನಿಕತೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು cities to seek economic opportunities, I already told you. So urbanization is measured by the percentage of people who are urban in society and region or particularly. So urbanization summarizes the relationship between the total population and its urban component. So this is very important. So the concept of urbanization has a dual meaning, demographically and sociologically. So the demographic meaning refers to the increasing population, increase. So that is also one important aspect. So the demographic meaning refers to the increasing proportion of population in country or region that resides in cities. So this is very important aspects. So in the urban areas, we can find a range of features like loss of primary relationships will not be there, and secondary relationship will be starting, and voluntary associations will be there. So many weaker social control will be there. So secularization and great division of labor, all these aspects will be there. So in this kind of place, large number of population, particularly heterogeneous population, will be living. So with that, we can see that the people tend to get more number of people with having a different backgrounds, they come together and live in that particular place. So what will happen in that particular aspect? So then people tend to learn from each other. So then they introduce new aspects in their lifestyle, and food habits or entertainment or thoughts, ideas, and all will be changing. Then this leads to the modernization. So this is one important aspect where you can see that. Here you can see what kind of role urbanization played in modernizing the society. So this is very important. Because of increasing the density of population led to the demand for many new institutions. So new institutions have emerged because of urban density of population. Particularly here you can see modern schools and colleges were introduced. The institution of education plays an important role in developing the mobile personality. The people who have a modern English education, they tend to change their attitude towards what they had once, particularly of traditional attitude. Now they come up with a modern attitude. So they just trying to develop and adapt to the new situation. So they try to bring new changes, new trends, which are happening mainly because of education system. And also modern mass media, you can see that in that modern mass media, information is overflowing, and people tend to get news instantly. All type of electronic and other type of news and mass media, the print media also included in this. So all such things, particularly mass media emerges because of this density of population or urbanization. And also free trade without any boundaries, or without any some kind of hurdles, people tend to have a trade with each other, which leads to the free trade among the countries. So this is also one aspect of urbanization. And also modern industries, where more number of machineries will be used to do business or to produce. And also democratic systems also will be emerged. ನಗರೀಕರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಮುಂದಿನ ಅನೇಕ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ಒಂದು ಉಗಮ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಹೊಸ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಶಾಲೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಆಧುನಿಕ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಉಗಮ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ, ಸಮೂಹ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಉಗಮ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೊಸ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಗಳು, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ವಹಿವಾಟುಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹೊಸ ಮಾದರಿಯ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗಾತ್ರದ, ಬೃಹತ್ ಗಾತ್ರದ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಯಂತ್ರೋಪಕರಣಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳು ಉಗಮ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಕೂಡ ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ urbanization or urban density of population. This is very important. And you can see that urban areas are characterized by these following aspects, which have a direct impact on modernization, traced by Daniel Lerner ಅವರು ಹೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಈ ನಗರಗಳು ಈ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ 3 ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 3 ಅಂಶಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇವು ಆಧುನೀಕರಣದ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರ್ತವೆ. ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. So better infrastructure and communication technology and good medical facilities. So these three facilities which are given or which are available in the urban settings lead to the or bring changes in the modernization. When some people have a better good infrastructure, road, water and basic facilities like that, so the industries and populations will definitely flourish. So and also communication technology, when you have a proper mobile network as well as internet and all such aspects, then there will be connectivity, there will be no problem of connectivity, and people, more number of people will be coming and living in that kind of places. And also good medical facilities also attract some people, particularly from rural areas. So this is these three features of urban setting have an impact on modernization told by Daniel Lerner. Here in overall you can see that, let me conclude this session by saying that modernization refers to a model of progressive transition from pre-modern to modern society. This is very important. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಿಂದ ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಧುನೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾಜಗಳಿಂದ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಸಮಾಜಗಳ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡರ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ನಗರೀಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಗರ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾಜದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಧುನೀಕರಣಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಬನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವರ್ ಟ್ರೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಡೇನಿಯಲ್ ಲರ್ನರ್. In this session, you have learned that what is modernization and what is urbanization, how urbanization has an effect on modernization according to Daniel Lerner. Thank you for watching.